Hi everyone, Sue Viskovich here with another Moments with Sue, and I am with the beautiful Aleks Vickovich.
No relation.
No relation. Sue Viskovich, Aleks Vickovich. I'm not his mother, he's my brother.
Trusted contact and confidant.
Yeah. So, for this Moments with Sue, I wanted to grab a few moments with Aleks because he has just spent the last 12 months in the US. He was on our Implemented Portfolio Study tour, so we've shared amazing experiences together.
Absolutely.
So I wanted you to talk to us about what do you think is coming? What's the future of advice?
Sure, interesting. Look, I did, keep my ear very close to the ground. What's happening with financial advice there? It was hard towards the end of this year to focus on, anything else apart from the presidential election. But prior to that, spent a lot of time speaking with advisors on the ground there. In many ways, they're heading into their regulatory fight as we're kind of coming out of ours.
Yeah.
Is how I describe it. And they're still in the very early stages of, talking about best interest duties and who it should apply to and who it shouldn't. And in that sense, professionalism wise, I think we're well ahead of them because we've had a lot of those hard discussions and people have done that innovating, whether by choice or by, government intervention.
Yeah.
But in terms of where the ball's going, where they are ahead of us is certainly in their use of technology. And in their discussion of value proposition. So they know what they want the technology to do, and then they demand it. And that is the right word to use, because so often I saw Australian advisors when they came over there and they'd say, this technology doesn't exist at home. And I would say that's because it's not being demanded. That market demand needs to happen in order for the providers to step in.
Yeah, definitely. Or, well, we've got some technology, but it doesn't actually work the way that we want it to.
That's
and
right.
That's either requirement of retraining or people approaching it differently.
Yep.
But I think in terms of, I guess, the attitude of advisors, I know this is really, really generic, but
Sure.
what would you see? Is there a difference in mindset between the US market and the Australian market?
I don't think there's a difference in mindset between US advisors specifically and Australian advisors. I think there are cultural differences between the two countries that influence the markets, and so I think there's just generally more of a salesmanship. There's more salesmanship in their market,
I noticed that.
and that I think is because it comes naturally to them culturally. They don't shy away from seeking success, and so they go about it the quickest way, which is always be closing, right? But also they have their consumers, their clients, are more used to that and they're more amenable to it.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's as simple as saying, Aussie advisors need to go out and replicate that.
No.
Because their consumer markets are very, very different as well.
Yeah, and I think, I guess, if there's the one thing that Aussie advisors can take from that discussion is really to have that thirst for more knowledge, evolving their business, doing it better, not just because they have to, because they want to, and clients are expecting more of them.
I think that's exactly right. It's not about copying what they're doing over there, but that philosophy of, don't settle and don't be complacent and constantly look for greater profitability. It's something that all businesses over there tend to do, and it's because of the competition, right? They will be usurped and they'll no longer be able to pay rent if you don't. And there's also fewer social safety nets, so they need to succeed. So there are all of these sort of cultural reasons for it, but you do see more innovation, and it's not about more scale or more money. It is that mindset. They sit down and they reassess and they experiment, I think, more often.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you for that. That's another Moments with Sue with the gorgeous Aleks.
Thank you.
See ya.